Hello, you sexy true art believers. How are you doing today? It is a fine Sunday evening. This is Pierson here. I am the number one live art streamer in the world, and you are watching a brand new series, 500 Days of Drawing. Going to tack on another 100 days for my 400 days of drawing because I just love torturing myself. Anyways, we're going to be doing a cactus because it is Cactus Sunday, and every Sunday I do a cactus drawing, kind of like an ode or in memory of one of the time when I did 100 consecutive cactus drawings for I think for 300 days of drawing. I don't know. I think I may have did I may have went up to like 100 to 120. I don't know. I kind of stopped after that. Anyways, it's going to be a short and sweet one, so let's get this show on the road, shall we? So, what I want to do today is I want to kind of keep it simple today. I really do. I'm having a lot of sleep debt. I really do. I have a lot of I just have a lot of I want to say I'm having a massive amount of sleep debt today, and I can feel it. I can feel it just brewing, just brewing in. And I was just thinking to myself, you know what? I'm just really tired. Um, Whoa, there we go. That's already that shows you how tired I am. No, I'm still not catching up to the sleep that I missed out on this weekend, and it's been a very tough. I was going to say huff when I meant to say rough, but instead I've said huff. It's been very huff as of late because it's just been huff. Um, no, it's been it's been very difficult when you are in that state of like mental fatigue and exhaustion, right? And so, um, there you go. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like similar colors. How about that? And so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna deselect and we're going to use some brushes here. We're gonna get some brushes. We're gonna kind of collapse this and we're gonna go through the I think it was the semi clipped that I liked. I don't remember. The semi clipped. Let's see. Let's go collapse you for a second, and we're going to let's see what the semi clipped looks like. I think that's the one I was kind of playing around with. Um, yeah, but so I have a kind of like a bit of like sleep debt, essentially, and I'm trying to kind of just um, catch up, really. And it's been a little bit. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted something that was no. Let's kind of and I've been trying to catch up to the lack of sleep, and it's just been very difficult, really. And it is what it is, but like it can be frustrating, be very challenging to when you're trying to um, when you're trying to get back to net zero, like get back to like just being. We're gonna leave it like this. I think we'll just leave it like that being we're just trying to get back to a consistent sleep schedule and uh part of it it's difficult because you're if you're trying to maintain some sort of like consistency in your life or in day to day uh it there's going to be times where you get like a curveball. All right, so we're going to remove this. We're going to zoom in real quick. We're going to go to brushes. I don't know what I was going to talk about actually. I lost it. I really did. I did. I totally lost it. What's the other brushes? Um I lost it. But I'm just pretty exhausted, pretty tired. It's been a long day. Every day's been like the longest day, and it's been exaggerated by the just the lack of consistent sleep, and then trying to get back to sleeping, um, trying to get back to sleeping like what would you call it, like um I don't know, like trying to get back. What's happening right now is a clear indication of the level of like built up exhaustion, like fatigue that I have, and I'm trying to kind of uh, articulate it without sounding, well, what I'm sounding like right now. Uh, I just have a lot of sleep debt. I can't really, I can't really like. There's no explanation for it other than it's like, um, I can feel the like the the weight of the eyes. Like there's a pressure in my in the like in my eyes from just like I can feel like the weight in my eyes, if that makes any sense. I can't really explain it other than that, right? All right, we're gonna center it. We're gonna try to center it. So we're gonna center this right here. Let's see. Is it centered here? I don't know. Anyways, let's do the rectangular thing. Select the whole area. And we'll go to layer and align layer selection vertically. And then we'll go back to layer and align layer horizontally. So now it's centered. Um, but I'm working with a lot of sleep debt, and it's there's days where it can be very difficult. And so like I guess the theme of this live stream right now is to do things that you love doing, even when you don't want to do them. And um, there is a bit of like truth to that phrase, where there's going to be days, you know, and it could be days, it could be months, it could be just at that point in time of your, it could be at that time of the day, it could be days, it could be months, it could be even years, where you do not feel like doing the thing that you really like doing. Like you don't like, if you like drawing, if you don't like if you like making writing, if you like music, if you like reading, if you like editing videos. It's some people have like the mental gift of like doing it and always enjoying it. And then there's a lot of people. I think this is more like more of everyone. I think a lot of people like me like doing the thing, but we don't like doing it. We don't always feel like doing it every day. It's it can be a very like struggling thing to do day in and day out. And I'm not gonna lie. I've already done 400 days of drawing, and I there was a little bit of a little bit of like a little bit of my subconscious was saying, you know what? Do you need to do this again? Do you need to put yourself through this? You know, and I said to myself, you know what, just do it. You've done it this long. Why not continue doing it? Like, what is the worst that could come from doing this over and over again? Um, the worst that could come from this is um, you do it and nothing happens. Like you're a little bit you have a little bit of discomfort. You might be tired some days. You might be doing it at odd hours some days. But what's the worst? Um, I guess maybe it could cause fights in relationships, right? If or with your family and friends, if you're like trying to explain to people why you're doing this, and if it since they don't understand, right? I guess that could be part of it, right? It could, or that like that's it, like nothing. Oops. Nothing, like we don't know, like there could be nothing bad that could happen, like right. I'm going a little slow here, sorry. But like there really isn't anything that substantially could go wrong from doing your live stream or from doing this, other than just taking up time. And what could go right? What could go right from doing these live streams? Look, what's the best that could happen? Who knows? Who knows what could be the best thing that could happen from doing these live streams, right? Like someone could be just browsing through whatever it is, just browsing and see this person, aka me, doing um oops, there we go. Doing what I'm doing and be like, "What? This guy's done 500 of this and I could get a job somewhere." Oops. Um, right? I could be getting a job somewhere. Who knows what could happen? Right? Who knows what good things could happen when you do things over and over again. Um, and so there's nothing really bad that can happen from doing these live streams, and there's only good that could probably happen from them. So why not do them? Like the worst that could happen is like I wasted my time and I didn't improve. But the good thing, the thing that could happen is I could start. I get like, what if I keep doing this and all of a sudden I have 5 million subscribers on YouTube and 200,000 subscribers on Twitch out of nowhere, right? Is like that could happen. We don't know. You don't discount your efforts, right? And I'm just saying, like, there's going to be days where you don't want to do things. Like I haven't been I there's been like months of these live streams where I haven't felt like doing it, and I would try to tell this to friends and family, like, why, if you don't like doing it, why you're doing it? Like, because man, it's challenging, it's hard, it's it's a difficult thing, man. It's very challenging to do these things, you know. Oops, I forgot the let's see. Did I get the rest of it? Just making sure I got the rest of it. It's very challenging to do these things. No joke. It's not the easiest. It's not the most comfortable thing to do. You know, it is not comfortable. It is not comfortable to do these things. To get up and do a live stream every day. You know, um, and at inconsistent hours. All the they're never at the time frame that I want to do them. They're never um it's never convenient. They're never like it's never I'm never fully energized. It's not always a pleasurable experience for me. But I do it, man. You have to stick to it, man. You got to stick to it. Don't worry about what other people think. And um they're gonna think you weird. They're gonna think you're weird for doing it. Like, well, like, why are you doing this? Like, I was telling a friend of mine, uh, uh, like I'm still doing my live streams, and he kind of smiled like a little bit, like he gave me that smile, like why, uh, and like why not? What's the worst that could happen? It's like going up. It's like going up to your boss, and saying, "You know what, boss? I want a raise." What's the worst that can happen? They fire you. Oh, so what? If they weren't willing to give you a raise, then you can go to another place. What do you have to lose? Like, there's nothing to be lost from doing these live streams. Okay, I can make the argument like, okay, what I'm losing is financial, like, fine money, because doing these live streams on this platform cost money. Yeah, so maybe I could say, oh, I'm losing some money, I guess. Whatever money means to you, right? Um, Money allows me to do these live streams. That's all money is for me. It's not for a lot of people. It's something a little bit more evil, and can like terrible. But for me, it's just like allows me to do this live stream, allows me to put food in my belly, and so forth. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm running on fumes. You ever have that where you run on fumes? You feel like you're a gas tank, and you're just going through the actions, right? You're going through the actions. That's what I usually feel like half the time. I feel like I'm always just going through the actions uh every day. I don't really feel like I'm with it half the time. I'm like, you know, oh man. Well, it's funny though, like when I'm at work, when I go to my job, I'm actually probably the most upbeat person there, even though I'm probably out of all of them the most tired. Like I am probably the most tired, because I know the reason why I know I do a lot more than a lot of other people at my work. I know because I ask them what they did. Like, oh well, I played video games. So there you go. If like you're playing video games, and if you like, I just know I'm doing more, like, in general, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not like criticizing them. There's no, like, it's an observation. It's not a criticism. So don't think that. Don't think it's a criticism. I don't care. I'm like, if you want to play video games, by all means, man. I want to play video games too. I want to so bad. I want to sit down, just kind of play video games, and not be like judged for it. Like, um, because I don't know. Maybe I would be judged. I don't know what I'd be judged. Why would I be judged? But anyways, I just want to. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this whole chain of thought here. Anyways, so I'm tired, and that's the way she blows. So I'm just tired, and it's always kind of like that, anyways. And now we're gonna go ahead and do this color. Oops, didn't mean to do that. All right, so it's gonna be a really simple cactus today. I don't really want to. There's just days that I'm really with it, guys. There's days I'm just really jazzed. I got a lot of energy, and it's when I'm feeling good. Um, it's usually because it's around noon. It's because it's the beginning of the week, and the beginning of the week is when I have like the most amount of sleep. Like I have the most amount of sleep. I literally do. Like I get the most rest because I have the least amount of like things that I have to do at the beginning. And then as I get closer to the middle of the week, that's when stuff starts to get a little chaotic. Like you just get a little tired. There's more things you got to do throughout the day, right? And you're staying up later. I'm staying up later because I have a job that keeps me up at midnight sometimes, and I try to wake up at 5. And that's very rough, man. Sometimes waking up at 5 after going to bed at like midnight, that's a rough go, man. That's not a lot of sleep. That can be very, very rough. It's difficult, right? And It's difficult, man. So I get it when people say they didn't get a lot of sleep, you know? I totally get it. I sympathize, you know? I really do sympathize with the person who doesn't get a lot of sleep. And I feel you. If you get 5 hours of sleep every day, oh my gosh, man, I feel you so much. I understand, and I totally can empathize. I have a lot of empathy for you and understand. I may not understand it at that time because I don't get 5 hours of sleep every day. I get it every once in a while, but I have had that for an extended period of time, and it was rough, man. So if you're doing that, bless you, man, because it's hard. It is a hard thing uh to deal with. Whoops, I copied it. It's hard to deal um with lack of sleep. It does. What's happening? What is happening? It does so much. It really, really does a number on you. And I can understand completely, if you're tired, you know, where's that brush? I'm trying to see what brush mark I made. Anyways, all right. So we'll just leave it like there. Um, so now that I've kind of gathered up some momentum with this conversation. Um, I just want to say that I really I feel people that are are always in a state of like just constant fatigue, you know. Because when I get tired, I feel like my eyes, they feel weirdly heavy. Not like they feel like dry, but I can feel like a pressure in my eyes, like that I don't feel when I'm relaxed and I got a lot of rest. And it's a strange feeling. It is a very strange feeling, and it's very uncomfortable. I don't like it, and I can sympathize and empathize, and like I can really get how people have levels of like anger when they're running on low sleep, you know, and it can be rough um to do. But I digress. I just want to say that there's going to be days like today where you're not going to want to do what you want to, like what you truly love to do. Like you're not going to want to do it. And all I have to say is just do it. Just do it. It's character building. You'll feel better for doing afterwards, and it's just a net positive. You're not going to have it's there's not going to be like anything negative from doing that thing that you were dreading on doing all day long. It's just going to be a good thing for you in the long run. You may not like it at first, right? It may not be like this. It may not be good at first. Like you may not enjoy it, right? You're gonna be like hate it. You're not gonna enjoy it. You're gonna despise doing that thing, and you're gonna try the best, your darndest to make excuses. You're gonna try to rationalize why you don't want to do it, right? Like it's gonna be easy. Like you're gonna want to say like, oh, if I just miss one day, I'll be okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing with my workout today. I'm actually not gonna work out today. I think I'm trying to figure out a way to schedule my workouts through during the week and not have it at the end on the weekend. And so that's my excuse. So I'm not saying that I follow my words to a T. Uh, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I'll do tomorrow. I'll figure out a way to do it tomorrow. Oh gosh, I'm backing out of my my own resolve of working out and such. But I don't working out. I don't have like any goal with working out, so it's just kind of like there. With these live streams, the goal is already kind of spoken about. It's in the title of the live stream. So like I've kind of like made a a a contract with the internet to do it, you know? So I kind of set myself up uh for either for better or worse, to do the live stream. And if Yeah, so I set myself up. There we go. Can I do something like this? Oops. No, we don't want that. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. And yeah, so there's days, man, you're not gonna feel like doing it. Trust me. And all I gotta say is just stick to it, do it, and repeat. Repeat and be consistent. And if you've missed one day, don't miss again. Right? Get back on the horse and try again. Keep trying. Don't worry about uh don't worry. What? Oh man. Whoopsie daisy. Don't worry about like what other people are thinking. Don't worry about um, the tomorrow or the past day. Just focus on being better, as good as you are today, and possibly better than the previous day. You don't always have to be better the previous day. Like I think everyone always wants to grow every day, and that sometimes that is possible, right? Like you'll have like massive growth spurts, like in whatever genre or field of your study. You'll grow this like out of nowhere, and it's not because you just grew out of nowhere. It's and developed. It's through like all the hours of like just constantly drawing and constantly just working at it, you know. And so just try to be as good as you were the day before, and if not better. Don't worry if you fail to get to the like to be a little bit better than previously. Why? I don't even know what flow is. All right, we'll go at 65%, something like that. Okay. Now I'm just gonna do the thorns, and we're gonna call it a day. As I said, I don't really want to be. I don't want this like to be a long, long day. If it's I want it to be kind of like a good 30-minute cactus drawing or so, and then call it a day. Just really keep it simple. Nothing fancy. Um, and don't worry about whether or not you're doing a great job. Like, just focus on the fact that you're doing the act of the act or the action, right? The act of doing is better than worrying about is what I'm doing better or equal to what I did yesterday. And don't worry about those small micro things. Just keep doing that thing that you love doing, even when you don't like doing it, because it's just going to make you a more well-rounded person, and it's going to make you unstoppable, because you're going to start building up a callus, a psychological, like a mental callus of actions, of doing things that you don't like doing, and it's going to be easier and easier to do that thing. Like each time that you do that thing that you really don't like doing, that you're going to get better and better at starting at it. Like I don't like doing um, these live streams every day. Like I like drawing. I don't like drawing every day, or I like drawing when it's more convenient for me. Um, but most live streams are not in the most convenient times for me. Like it's late at night for me right now, and typically on like a Sunday, this is when I'm winding down. Like this is my this Sunday, Sunday from 8 to like 10 o'clock. That is my weekend. That's my weekend. You know how people say this is my weekend when they mean like they'll say like maybe they're off on like Tuesday and Wednesday. That's their weekend, you know? Or when they say my weekend's Thursday, Friday, or some people are lucky and they got the Saturday and Sunday off, right? So that's their weekend. Sunday evening at 8 o'clock till 10. That is my weekend. And I'm not being like sarcastic. I literally that is my time where I have like me time where I do nothing. When I do these live streams at this time, it's it's at a time where I'm like, I just want to sit down and do nothing. Just let me do nothing for a second. I just want to do nothing. Like we're all because I'm always doing something every day. Just want to kind of sit down and just like veg out, man. Give me a break. Get off me. Lay off me, will you? Lay off me. You know, and it's true, man. There's gonna be days where you don't want to do that thing, and all I gotta say, man, do it. Do it because you know within your heart of hearts that it's actually going to make you a better person. Like it may not make you a better person like immediately. It may not do it the next day, but it compounds. 5 years from now, 6 years, 10 years, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be an expert in whatever you're doing. You'll be a monster. It'll be glorious. Not like a mean monster, but like a happy monster. But you'll be like a monster in your field, right? Um, it's not gonna happen It's not gonna happen immediately, guys. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. You know, I'm living proof. Like it doesn't. It didn't happen immediately for me. Like it's still. I'm not saying it even happened. I'm not even saying that it's happened yet. Uh, when I started out doing these live streams. I had like 40 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Um, and one one video I posted, like one time lapse video later, I had 1,500. And then maybe there might be one other time lapse video that I do this time that might get me to 2,500, or maybe might put me up to 5,000 followers. Who knows? Maybe someone sees that I've been doing these live streams for more than a year straight, and is like, "Whoa!" uh, or maybe through some YouTube algorithm, right? Who knows what will happen from the labor that you put into something that you have passion for. If you're a writer, man, I knew people that want to be writers, but they don't want to spend the time writing, man, or they write like sporadically, and then they spend more time like taking courses on writing, and that's great. It's great to take courses on stuff. I'm taking a digital art course. I've been trying to do it forever, but I'm still doing it out. I'm still making work outside of these these courses. You know, um, let's see here. And just want to say that it's not always gonna be conducive. There's not always gonna be times of the day. You're not going always gonna have a time that it's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna wait till I have everything's perfect, right? Everything's perfect. Like the um the stars align. I have all the free time in the world, right? And and that's just never going to happen. You're never going to have a perfect like schedule, right? You're never going to have that perfect. It's never going to happen. Like so, yeah, man. That is it. TMP. And here we go. Wait, we're gonna move this to the right. I'm gonna use a bigger brush. I don't like that. It's a little too small for my liking. T M P 22. Wait, 22. 22. Oh my gosh. 22. It is cactus number 151. So that's and it's really interesting to see all this. I've done 151 cactuses. Um, and I'll be doing about 52 this year, because I'm gonna be doing one a week. Um, and so that's gonna be amazing, you know. Day 401, right? And so what this live stream is all about is just establishing a a habit of drawing. Like, I'm not saying I'm getting better. Like, I think to some extent I've gotten better. Like, this cactus is much different than my first cactus that I drew. There's a level of confidence in the way that I do the brush strokes that are much better than my very first cactus. And there's just something, a naturalness to how I've been doing these cactuses now. But anyways, I hope that you will pick yourself up tomorrow and do something that you love doing, even when you don't want to do it. And tell me about it. Tell me if it works for you, and then and tell me why if it doesn't work. Tell me why. I want you to think about why it doesn't work, and really figure out why you don't want to do that thing. And for me, I don't want to do it because I've been doing it so long, and it's becoming a kind of like a time burden for me, and it's becoming very very difficult to to schedule them in my day to day. I would probably be more content doing them a little bit more inconsistently. So like maybe once a week, where I can maybe do a longer version. But I think sticking to this it is just an overall good thing. Anyways, I got to get going. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I wish you all the best. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. Take care. Cheers.